Hi, welcome to our Energy Breakthrough presentation and we're Ballarat Grammar.
We're all new to the program.
Whilst we all haven't done Energy Breakthrough before, we come from sporting backgrounds.
Without further more to do, this is our program.
Let's lift the door.
First part of our program is learning to ride trikes safely.
Safety first, boys.
There you go.
All right, folks, as we've said earlier, you're all new to the Energy Breakthrough program, but I know you've all got really good sports backgrounds, which is why, to some degree I could say you've been hand-selected but invited to be in the program. So staying with Freya to the right, let's just go through what are the sporting backgrounds.
I swim and do a little bit of bike riding.
And you swim most mornings, and we're talking several Ks, aren't we?
Yes.
Don't be modest. Oscar.
Yeah, I do a lot of downhill mountain biking and a lot of running.
And a very handy motorbike rider too. Abby?
I do a lot of basketball and footy and always get on the exercise bike at home.
I do triathlons.
And you do them well, don't you? Let's be honest. National standard?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a fit lad.
Umpire, footy umpiring, and also mountain biker.
Yeah, a lot of time up Black Hill.
Do a bit of downhill racing from mountain bikes, play footy, a few other acts.
And live on the back of a big mountain bike park as well. Yes, handy rider.
I'm an AFL player and umpire and ride around my house on the bike.
Yep.
Just up and down hills.
Beautiful.
I'm a swimmer, rower, and do a bit of downhill mountain biking.
I downhill ski and mountain bike a bit, but also ride to school as well.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
G'day guys, this is our 2022 trike for the EEV Open category. So our trike is got the battery and we've also got the pedal assist.
Our battery runs in 36 volts alongside with our hub motor, which is also 36 volts and 600 RPM. Here we have our hub motor, which is connected to our power controller, which is in a plastic container so it wouldn't get wet. It's then powered by our circuit breaker, which is connected to our on-off switch, which is accessible from outside of the shell, meeting the regulations.
So, as you can see here, we've got our display, our on and off buttons at the top here, and then we've got our assist level. So the assist level is 0 at the moment. To get our assist level up, we press the button, so you got 1, and then it goes all the way to 5, 5 being the most amount of assist you can get. And through there, we run a PAS system, pedal assisted system, so the motor doesn't kick in until we're actually pedaling. So it uses sensors here of when you're pedaling, and then once you get going, for example, once you start pedaling, it kicks in after a while. And it stops as soon as you stop pedaling, so we need to keep pedaling to get the most amount of speed and power.
During the wet weathers of Ballarat, we also have this trainer that we can use to increase resistance and measure the cadence.
We've also got our gears so we can practice our cadence from a high cadence to a low cadence to get ourselves more prepared for the racing situations.
Another part of our training is riding in the recumbent position. Here we have one of our state-of-the-art training systems to work on our quad muscles and our hamstrings.
So this is another one of our training trikes. It's got a battery powering a hub motor activated by the pedal assist system, and it's used to get used to having that extra power behind you.
Here we have our pedal assist display. It increases from 1 to 5 to increase our pedal assist and gets us used to racing with pedal assist. I'll give you an amazing demonstration of how our machine works.
So now I'm going to explain our battery charging system. So when these batteries come off the truck, they usually have about 37 to 38 volts. This one's got 38 at the moment, so that's all good. These are 36 volt batteries, but we usually charge them up to around 41 volts. So at the moment, we'll just turn it on, and we want that to be around 41, but we also want the amps to drop to around 1 amp, because that's how we know that it's fully charged.
Beautiful.
So this battery says 42 volts, but we can still see the amps is around 3.7. So we know that's not fully charged yet, because there's still electricity flowing through the circuit. Alright, so this battery at the moment is about 1.4 amps, which isn't completely full, but it's close enough and can be used in the race. So all we have to do from here is unplug the battery, first turn it off, and then unplug the battery from the charger, pulling on the tabs and not on the wires, because breaking the wires won't help us. So now that it's charged, we just take the battery over to our trike. All the wires here are set up so that you can't mix them up and get a short circuit. You put the battery in so that the cord comes underneath. It should just slide in, and then we connect it here, and we're ready to go.
This is a trike made by Jeff from G Trikes. It's one of the original Mavericks made, and this is our 4th year using it, so we've maintained it for that long.
Here at Ballarat Grammar, we do everything we can to make sure we are using sustainable energy.
Our school generates 500 watts of power through solar panels around our school.
Kilowatts.
Kilowatts of power through our solar panels, and we're looking to double that with our next building.
Electric vehicles are a big part of.
Here at Ballarat Grammar, we base ourselves around using sustainable energy, and we look to better the future for younger generations.
Our school generates 500 kilowatts of power through all our solar panels, and we're looking to double that with our next building.
All up, our solar panels produce 40% of the school's energy.
Electric vehicles already play a big part in our society, and they'll play an even bigger part in the future. But we're just excited to be racing the pedal EV vehicle for the race.
All right, so I'm here with Abby, a student at grammar, now in year 10. She also happens to be my daughter. So she's been coming to Maryborough since 2013 when I first got involved. And our program was actually set up by a former staff member. So now, after 2 years of COVID, she gets a chance to be involved herself, and this time as a rider and not just as a little tacker running around. So, Abby, over your years, what's been your highlights, and what have you enjoyed about the whole Maryborough experience?
I just love going down and camping and making new friends with all the other schools and seeing how their programs are set up and how they're like different or the same to ours.
Yeah, it is. It's huge. Thousands of people everywhere. Okay, so you've had a really good understanding of the event, and so with that, with the new kids coming in, what have you been able to pass on to the others so far?
So I've passed on like how the event runs, what we do. So we arrive on Friday, set up, make sure walk the track, and then get the bike scrutinized, which is always a nervous moment. Then we make sure everything is okay, get the batteries tested and tagged, and then get to have a practice the night on the track, which is very exciting.
It is, yes. It's when people really get that first taste of what the event's about, isn't it? Okay, so cool. So what are some of the safety features and some of the safety points you've been able to discuss with everyone to give them an insight into just how well and how safe the whole event is?
Yeah, just things like the horn, which after 24 hours you get a little sick of, but you know, we deal with it. Important for overtaking, if you're being overtaken, and how to do it right, and stick to the left, you know, going too slow than others, but also for safety, let the faster trikes easily through. Fire extinguisher, the fact that we have one, getting in and out and helping others, and the safety latch to release the hood, the seat belts and making sure that the strap is properly like fastened, and also like safety features of when you're in the trike, and the water bottle, and yeah, all that.
Yep. And things like wearing helmets and
Yeah.
gloves and eyewear and all the rest of it as well. Terrific. So, what about some of the other rules when we're out on the track?
So I've showed the group videos of different events, and we've chatted about the flags and lights and how to respond, such as if it's green, you can go; if it's yellow, slow down, no overtaking because there's been a crash most likely; red, stop, and if we roll, then there's a sticker placed on the trike, and we head back to the pit to get it checked over.
Awesome. Now we have 8 new riders. Most have a lot of bike experience, got a lot of athletic kids that we've been able to bring in. What is our racing philosophy?
The idea is ride safely and to our own comfort zone. We're not trying to go there to win, just trying to have a good time, but also put our best foot forward. Our focus is to keep the trike on the track and just make sure that we get to the end of the 24 hours without any major crashes or a broken trike. And so with our 8 riders, we all do 3 sessions that we will also get a good rest and sleep and not be too tired for our last ride.
That's the key. We want to treat this like you would as if you were driving on the roads with your licence as well. So safety first, and that also means rider fatigue. We've seen over the years gone by, certain things sometimes we think could be fatigue, but for us, that giving these kids a really good experience and making sure that the trike does go all the way, because at the end of the day, that is probably the biggest win for us, and then the results will come from that.
So here we have 5 out of our 8 riders, and we're all just going to share what we're looking forward to. So I'm looking forward to just being able to have a go and getting out on the track and just having some fun, with also trying to win but then not win.
I'm really excited just to be around my mates and the team for the whole week, and looking forward to going fast. What about you, Freya?
I'm just excited about the whole thing, having a go at something new and being around the team.
I'm excited about getting the experience because I was marked a reserve at my primary school in 2018, so I didn't get to have the experience, so it'll be fun.
I'm excited to just get out on track and get zooming around.
All right, so, well, we haven't had the greatest preparation. That's due to a lot of various contributing factors that goes on in a very busy place like Ballarat Grammar. We've got a very good bunch of sporty kids who are all ready to go and looking forward to this Maryborough experience. And for my part, I'm looking forward to what they gain out of it this year, and then that will put us in a really good space for next year and really get these kids on board, and maybe look at doing some lead-up events as well, which I think would be really crucial to, critical, but let's just say a great way for them to get more experience and then have a real crack at Maryborough 2023. All right, thank you.
Signing out.
16 or 16?
Putting in the grind, Jakey. Good win.